Peace and blessings, everyone. K, the creator here. This is going to be a more serious video, unlike all my other content that I've posted. This is in regards to everything that has been going on with Twitch, especially Twitch, and YouTube. There's always a war on social media about which platform is better when it comes to streaming. When honestly, and also with content creation. And if I'm being 100% honest, even though they are the most highly touted streaming and content creation platforms, besides IG and TikTok and Facebook, both of them have things they need to work on in all aspects of areas. I'm going to start with Twitch first because Twitch is more so a recent issue. A couple of things. One, Twitch still has a long way to go in terms of trying to highlight Black people and people of color. I mean, it's still not it's not a platform where Black creators can go and really like shine with their content. The only chance you have is if you already had a high following already, unless you're RDC, Burleezy, I Am Dante, and the list goes on. These guys, they stream on Twitch. But they had a following before they started streaming. So they kind of took their social media following and bought it to the platform. But for those who are smaller streamers, like myself, it's kind of more difficult to be seen. And Twitch has not found a way to highlight us, and they'll use us as, tokens to present and say that we do have minorities on here, but we're not as highlighted as our prominent Caucasian counterparts, So that's one thing. Number two, Twitch recently came up with its whole 50-50 split, meaning whatever proceeds, whatever money we basically make on Twitch is split in half. It's split in half with the platform. They rejected the whole 70-30 thing that YouTube does. And it's really hurting the creators, because even the big creators are going to end up suffering because of it. And the only way we'd be able to make up for that is to do more ads, which in turn would turn off our viewers, because our viewers don't want to see so many ads on the stream. They came for the stream and not the ads. So if we have to add more ads to our stream, then the viewers are not going to tune in, because they're seeing more ads in the actual stream. And I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, and ads are another way of streamers to get money. But as someone who has tuned in to Twitch streams, the amount of ads I've seen is ridiculous. And yeah, I could set it up in a way to where there's less ads, so my viewers can see more of me chatting with them and gaming and whatnot. But that means I'll end up making less money. So it's a catch-22 on Twitch. So Twitch not wanting to go 70-30, especially with its huge creator, its partners, is ridiculous. Because if they're getting shafted and they're the ones who basically help build and popularize the platform, then us smaller streamers have little to no chance. And that's the second thing. The third thing is, and it goes back to my original point, you know, a lot of us as smaller creators, we're already having a hard time making the platform profitable. But it's so easy for people to get on the platform, not to game, not to just chat, but there are people having sex live on Twitch. There are people gambling live on Twitch. There are people doing drugs live on Twitch, dropping the N-word live on Twitch. And their bans, if they get banned, by the way, their bans are so little, it's like it didn't even affect them. Then they'll go back and do it again and make even more money. Meanwhile, those of us who are trying to put on, you know, wholesome content or content that is relevant to the platform, like chatting, talking about pop culture, gaming, which is what built the damn platform, we just have a hard time overall. And God forbid we play some music that we didn't know was copywritten, and we get banned longer, or our stuff gets taken down. So it's just a lot going on with Twitch. It's a lot going on with Twitch right now, especially as of today with the whole 50-50 split thing. It sucks right now. So Twitch, if you ever come across this video, you got to fix this before your creators abandon ship. And this is not to say YouTube is any better, although YouTube does offer 70-30, and you know, you don't have to be a part of the YouTube partner program. The problem with YouTube is streaming is still relatively new, and it's not YouTube's bread and butter. You'll get the most benefits off of YouTube for offline created content. That's like shorts, or, you know, the YouTube's version of IG Reels or TikToks. And of course, your pre-recorded videos or recorded videos from your live stream. That's what YouTube really is for. Streaming is relatively new. Now they say in 2023, they're going to start focusing more on the streaming. We'll see how that goes. But as of right now, although you can stream on Twitch and you have on YouTube, I'm so sorry. Even though you can stream on YouTube, you won't, the likelihood of you being seen versus people searching for your offline content is it's very low. It's very low, because live viewers, we don't go and tune in to the actual live stream. We tune in to pre-recorded content. Always. That's what YouTube was built off of. It wasn't built off streaming like Twitch. So that's one thing. And two, YouTube has been heavily affected by the whole DMCAs and copywritten content. You really have to be careful what you stream or what you post, because if you got like at least 10 or 11 seconds of DMCA content, more than likely you will not be able to monetize your video. More than likely your video will be taken down. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And this is just with offline content. Imagine what would happen if you started streaming and you had content that got DMCA'd to all hell. So that's another thing with YouTube that they really need to work on, especially if the content is in the public domain, and they give you a hard time. And YouTube, like Twitch, also has shown favoritism towards some of its other creators versus those who look like me, big and small. Corey Kenshin recently pointed it out. For those of you who don't know, Corey Kenshin is a very popular black YouTuber. Wholesome guy for the most part. Doesn't really post any problematic content. But every time he's known for taking his hiatuses. We don't see him for long periods of time. But when he do, his stuff always blows up. Like every time. Doesn't matter what he's posted. Whether it's his Spooky Scary Sundays or any of his gaming content or gaming collaborations. But every time he has come back, something has happened to his channel where he's either gotten flagged or his content was age restricted. And all of his popular white counterparts, some of them even being close friends of his, were not affected until he started pointing it out. And YouTube has been heavy with this. A lot of its content creators are usually only seen, just like on Twitch, as the token black creators, just to say, hey, we do have minorities on this platform, go support them. But you're not really pushing us out there. And if this is how you treat your big league POC and black content creators, then smaller content creators, again, like myself, stand very little to no chance at all. So those are the problems with YouTube. And I'm saying all that to say this. I don't want to take too long. I see I'm at like 12 minutes and some change, and I think that's good. Am I telling you all to just quit these platforms cold turkey? No, because I understand that for some of you all who do this full time, I'm not full time myself. I'm working on it, but I'm not full time yet. For those who are full time and this is your bread and butter, I know, I can't just tell you, hey, you should get off this platform. It's not really taking care of you like you think it is. If that's your bread and butter, it's your bread and butter, But eventually, if YouTube and Twitch don't fix these issues, then we as creators need to either find or create a platform suited to our needs. I mean, Twitch and YouTube are the top two big wigs, with Facebook gaming and Facebook Live right behind them, and TikTok streaming and IG streaming. Those are still relatively new things as well. We gotta find somewhere different if these big platforms start treating us how we should be treated. We're gonna have to do something else. And it's easier said than done. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight. But eventually, if these platforms do not get any better for us, we're gonna have to take drastic measures. We have to. Like, we can't keep complaining about these platforms and then still be on these platforms with no change, because then it's just a vicious cycle. It's just a vicious cycle. Eventually, if these problems don't change, if these problems do not change, we're gonna have to find or create something else. That's it. That's all we could do. But that's those are my thoughts on it. Right now, I do multi-streaming on YouTube and Facebook, and I still stream on Twitch. I don't multi-stream because that's a big thing, and I'm an affiliate now, so I can't multi-stream doing that. At least not with YouTube or Facebook. I guess I'm gonna have to find a way to do something with TikTok or IG. I don't know. I'm still figuring this thing out. But I'm still using these platforms for now until I could find something better. To all you programmers out there who create these platformers, to those of you who look like us, if you all could create a platform that could be better than both YouTube and Twitch combined, I'd hop on there. So I'm keeping my ears to the ground for any of you guys who create those things. But in the meantime, we are where we are, and we're just gonna have to keep fighting the good fight, I guess. But anyway, those were my thoughts. If you have any disagreeing thoughts, or if you do agree with me, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Peace. See ya.